There's just something special about coming home after a tough day at work and treating yourself to a tasty, strong drink. Scotch is kind of in a unique spot when it comes to the world of alcohol these days. You know, for years, high-end Scotch has been like the ultimate symbol of cool for producers and set decorators. Scotch is such a hit. It's got this amazing dark color and a flavor that's totally one of a kind. Yeah, we all know that Scotch can be pretty expensive, but it's all about finding one that's both affordable and delicious, right? To help you, we've compiled a list of the cheapest Scotch brands. But before we begin, like and subscribe to our channel for fresh updates. The first on our list is Johnnie Walker Black Label. Yeah, it's everywhere. But there's a good reason why you can find Johnnie Walker Black Label in almost every airport, bar, and liquor shop around the world. It's just iconic. Also, the price is pretty affordable. This bottle is a classic with its notes of vanilla, tropical dark fruits, creamy coffee, and a nice touch of smoky char. It comes in different sizes, so you can choose the right one for your needs, whether you want to sip some late-night drinks or make a lot of cocktails. You can find options ranging from 200 milliliters to 75 liters. Number 2 is Naked Malt Scotch. This Scotch is actually a blend of single malt whiskey from two really well-known Scotch whiskey brands, Macallan and Highland Park. On the nose, you can smell peach and apple, along with light hints of coffee and vanilla. The taste is perfectly oily, so it feels really good in your mouth. When you taste it, there's this lovely, light warmth that just hits the spot. You can pick up on some hints of honey, baking spice, apple, and even a touch of peat that really complement the other flavors. It's quite a delightful combination. There's a light warmth when you taste it, with hints of honey, baking spice, apple, and a touch of peat that goes well with the other flavors. When you consider how cheap it is, Naked Malt is a great choice for sipping or mixing with other drinks because it tastes great. There's a hint of peat, but it's not strong. This lets you enjoy the other tastes without them being overpowering. You cannot go wrong with this Scotch because the price is so reasonable. Number 3 is Scoresby, very rare blended Scotch. Typically, it's not a great sign when a cheap bottle of blended Scotch is labeled with its age in months instead of years. Can you believe it? Scoresby, who is just 36 months old, has the audacity to call itself very rare, among other Scotch brands. The description states that the Scotch is made from light-bodied whiskies. So basically, it means that the taste isn't very strong, but it has a sweet and slightly grassy flavor. Also, there's this interesting medicinal fruit note that kind of reminds me of an artificial grape. It's no surprise that when there's no flavor, the taste of ethanol becomes more noticeable, making it thin and unpleasantly boozy. I've noticed that quite a few score sheets describe the taste as being a bit watered down, and there's even one that mentions Scoresby's aftertaste as being sweaty. Indeed, it only got compliments from a few people who really liked their Scotches on the milder side, but those instances were pretty uncommon. Number 4 is Dewar's White Label Blended Scotch. I'm sure you've probably ordered Dewar's White Label from a flight attendant before, but it's actually a great idea to have a bottle of it at home as well. This blended Scotch was actually created way back in 1899. It's known for being super affordable and having those classic, timeless flavors that you'd expect from a Scotch like this. It has a smoky and savory flavor description with hints of honey, citrus, and tree fruit. And there's also this amazing cascade of char that adds to the overall taste. This Scotch is a great choice for beginners because it doesn't have an overpowering peaty flavor or too much complexity. Sure, if you want to, you can definitely enjoy it straight. But Dewar's also creates a really cool highball with soda and lemon. Following Dewar's White Label Blended Scotch, we have Famous Grouse. The Famous Grouse has been Scotland's best-selling Scotch since 1980. At first taste, it tastes sweet, like caramel. Then you can taste honey, sherry, and a hint of orange. Along with the sweetness, there is a hint of smoke and a mineral note. The short finish has a malty taste with hints of orange, caramel, and oak spice. This inexpensive Scotch is fairly smooth and mixes well with a little water, but it is nothing special. This Scotch is definitely a better choice compared to other cheap mixes. The best part is that it doesn't have any bitter or overpowering notes. When you add water, it actually makes the floral notes stronger and tones down the strength of the alcohol. Number 6 is Old Smuggler Blended Scotch. Wouldn't you think that with a name like Old Smuggler, this would be more like a bottle of rum instead of Scotch? This Scotch is actually quite cheap and has a plastic cape, and it's been around for ages. Old Smuggler has this interesting combination of piney wood and hints of berry fruitiness that help balance out its slightly sugary profile. However, I have to say that the harsh booziness and thinner-esque nose really put me off. There are still people who like this, but I'm not sure what to think about people who drink it every day. Next on our list is Laphroaig 10. It's possible that some people will not like the smell of Laphroaig 10 at first. It smells like rubber, seaweed, smoke, caramel, oak, and just a bit of espresso. Yes, your taste buds are really going to love this. At first, you'll taste a wave of smoky and burnt oak. There's more, though. As the taste trip goes on, amazing hints of sweet vanilla, caramel, and chocolate will awe you and make you cherish it. Added to that are notes of minerals and seaweed that make the taste even better. The taste in this Scotch is really strong and intense. You might find it too much if you're not used to it, but for people who like subtler things, it's like finding a secret treasure chest full of tasty complexities. You have to wait and learn more about it before you can fully understand how special it is. But once you do, you'll see that it's hard to find other drams that can compare. You've got to try this Scotch. It is truly one of the best available, and the price is unimaginable for a Scotch of this caliber. It's a total grab and the ultimate affordable Scotch. Last on our list is Monkey Shoulder. This Monkey Shoulder is not a single Scotch, but a mix of 3 high-quality single malt whiskies made at Balvenie, Glenfiddich, and Kinyanvai. The Monkey Shoulder scent has notes of marmalade, vanilla, nutmeg, clove, and cinnamon. It's a delightful combination. When you take a sip of the Scotch, it's like a smooth and creamy experience. You'll notice subtle flavors of vanilla, orange, and honey dancing on your taste buds. The oak spice gives it a slight bitterness. There is a short end with a bitter oak spice note and a touch of caramel. It's not really ideal for sipping since the finish is quite spicy, but it works wonders in drinks like the highball. It adds that spicy kick that really makes the drink stand out. This Scotch is seriously worth the money, and it's perfect for making fancy cocktails, even though it's not a single Scotch made from malted barley. Now, we have come to the end of the video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.